Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. I've had a few people who watched my TOS videos ask questions about my surgery. I think they wanted to know a little more about what happened with my surgery. So it's been a long time. It's been 25 years ago that I had surgery, so I'll try to remember this the best I can here. So I had surgery in 1991, but you have to realize I had TOS or thoracic outlet syndrome for about 12 years before that. We had a dairy ranch, so I kind of got it from reaching out in front of me like this, milking the cows, and it just got a little worse and a little worse and over time. And finally, by the time I was diagnosed, they sent me down to UCSF, and the doctor that did my surgery, I think his name was Ronald Stoney, and he was a vascular surgeon, and he was supposed to be one of the top guys for TOS surgery back then. Of course, I'd never even heard of it, so I didn't really know much, but he kind of asked, well, why am I seeing you now instead of 10 years ago? And the thing is it's such a rare thing, I just never got diagnosed. Finally, it was actually a physical therapist that diagnosed me when I hurt my back, because I actually had 2 lower back surgeries. So between the TOS and the lower back surgeries, I had nerve pain on both ends of my body, and it really screwed my nervous system up. So the surgery I had in 91 was a scalenectomy. He just took the scalene muscles out, and he told me that he found like a muscle that was kind of wrapped around a nerve, and he seemed pretty confident that I would be better, but I got worse. And I think what happened was, I mean, sometimes people said, well, maybe you needed the rib taken out, and I always kind of wondered that too, but he seemed pretty confident that the top rib was really not a problem. Although, you know, I wonder, well, why am I in so much more pain now than I was before the surgery? And I think what I'm coming to realize is because I had it so long, my whole nervous system was just screwed up. And, you know, when your muscles are constantly tight and in spasms, pretty soon they just get hard as rocks and they all get stuck together. And that's what caused a lot of my problems, is the muscles just get all tight and stuck together. You know, you have individual muscles that are supposed to move, you know, across each other, and they just get stuck, and then when you move it causes pain and inflammation. And I'm realizing that that's what's happened to me, because in the last 6 years I've done things like joint mobility exercises, vacuum cupping, self-massage. All that stuff has gradually loosened up the muscles and softened up the muscles, and I mean, I've been doing that for 6 years, and I'm still improving, but what I'm realizing now is I actually think that my surgery was successful, because my hand used to swell up. This is the side they operated on. This hand would swell up and turn purple. Now, they didn't tell me any, I know there's like 3 different types of TOS, I guess, and they didn't give me any specific type. Back then it was just TOS. That was 25 years ago, so I didn't know anything about it. But since I've been doing all the exercises and stuff, things have opened up enough that this hand doesn't swell anymore. So like I said, I think the surgery was successful. I just didn't have the right type of physical therapy. So if I'd have known then what I know now, I could have saved myself 20 years of misery. I mean, I had years and years where I could barely move, and yeah, that's why I make these videos, because I know there's probably other people out there like me who, if they would do some of the things I do, you know, I've made a lot of videos about the things I do, and it just takes the right type of physical therapy after. So it makes me wonder how many people have the surgery, but they went years and years, and they're kind of like me, where maybe if they did some of the stuff I do, they would get better. I don't really know, but I notice younger people that get diagnosed right away seem to have a lot better success rate with the surgery. In fact, I have no idea what the success rate for surgery is, but I mean, I've read that doctors will say it's 90% successful, but I see awful lot of people on Facebook and on Neurotalk forums that have had surgery and they're still in a lot of pain, so I kind of doubt that. You know, a lot of times stuff that the doctors will say is wrong. I mean, that's, what do you mean a lot of times? Most of the time they're wrong. But so someone said the other day, they watched some of my videos and they said, you know, I kind of got the idea you're anti-surgery, against surgery. And the thing was, hey, I couldn't work anymore following surgery, so of course I was against it. But now that I've gotten a lot better over the last 6 years, I'm realizing that it was more that I needed the right type of physical therapy. There was a lot more going on with my body and my nervous system that just pulling some muscles out of my neck would not fix. So now I'm actually, you know, changing my tune on surgery, where I actually think the surgery helped me, but I just didn't have the right type of therapy. So the right type of therapy following surgery, and especially if you've had it for a lot of years, is really, really important. So that's my story. If I left anything out, feel free to ask questions in the comments below. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.